The 1% that is going to make up 99% of your results is going to be, how do we make the things you're doing subconsciously that are sabotaging you conscious in regarding your health and fitness? I would recommend, I don't know what my end goal is yet. I feel like it's impossible for me to lose weight. I've been trying everything and I just suck at consistency. This is what Aiden said to me when he reached out yesterday after seeing my bodybuilding show progress and him seeing my journey the past 5.5 years of my weightlifting. I had a call with him and he said at the end of it that it was, quote, the most valuable information he had ever heard in a call ever. I'm going to be sharing with you the things that I told him as somebody who started off skinny fat, didn't know what his end goal was, and felt like it was impossible to lose weight no matter what he tried. The first thing that I told him, you will do what is easiest. This is not a flaw of your character. This is a flaw of the human mind that everyone has. You will naturally do what is easiest. And so if you make it easy for you to gain weight and be inconsistent, it is going to be what you naturally do. Let's backpedal this a little bit. Is it easy to lose weight if you've got cookies in your kitchen in full view the second you come to eat something? Probably not. Is it going to be easy to get in good shape and lose weight if naturally the first thing you do after coming home from work is sitting down on the couch and watching TV with a bag of chips already there? Probably not, right? Is it going to be easy for you to get in shape if after you get home from work, you've already unplugged your television from the night before and you got a pair of gym shorts there instead? That's going to be a little easier. It's going to remind you that I'm trying to get in shape. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Is it going to be easier to get in shape if when you walk to the kitchen, there is cookies on the counter or there is a fruit bowl on the counter? It's going to be the fruit bowl, right? What we need to realize is a lot of the stuff is based on your psychology of getting in shape rather than the actual concrete knowledge and evidence. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you things that will help you get in shape. So I want you to think about this concept of resistance. Your body resists against change. It takes extra energy to change. And so what you need to do is reduce the amount of energy it takes for you to get where you want to be. He said, I don't know what my end goal is yet, but he was skinny fat. All he knew is that he didn't like how his body looked. Now, I can lay him out on a program, give him a routine that says work out 5 days a week, and then you'll look like this, and it's not going to be much help for him, right? Because it's not a problem with a lack of knowledge, right? Although some of that is a factor. It's a problem with a lack of knowledge regarding your habits and your psychology of your own brain, right? So what I said to him and what I will say to you is make it easier for yourself to get in shape and harder for you to not get in shape, which sounds so simple, but it's exactly what I've done that allowed me to be consistent in the gym. It's just continuously adding systems into my life that make it easier to get in shape and harder to not get in shape, right? Meal prepping, for example, is a system because when I go to the fridge, the first thing I see is a meal prep. I don't go ham on the cheese drawer, even if there's cheese there, because the first thing I see is the meal prep. And my brain thinks, oh yeah, we're healthy. I do that, right? Every habit you repeat is a vote for who you want to be. So part of this voting system is tracking where your money goes. Are you spending it on Dr. Pepper and Cheetos? Then guess what? You value Cheetos and Dr. Pepper more than you value diet soda at the very least, or vegetables, getting in shape. Now, would the person where you want to be value that more than vegetables and whole foods? Probably not, right? But the advantage to this is now that you're aware of this, you can think, or before you even walk to the grocery store, you can get groceries delivered. Hell, pay an extra $5 to save your health. I promise it's worth it. Spend money on whole foods. Get them delivered to your door. That makes it easier for you to have healthy food and harder for you to not have unhealthy food because you just ordered it from the app and it's healthy and it's there and you don't got to go to the store and you're not going to grab a bag of chips because you saw it and there's a discount and yada, 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 and all these justifications, right? You're making it easier for yourself to get into shape. This is the fundamental thing you need to focus on, right? A big thing, focusing on where your money is going, right? If you're not spending it on a gym membership, you're not spending it on a personal trainer, you probably don't value your health and fitness. That's where your money's going, right? If your money's going towards the Krispy Kreme and the Dunkin' Donuts and the Starbucks, you value Starbucks more than you value your health. Now, that doesn't mean there's a fundamental flaw in your character, but it does mean that there's a discrepancy between who you claim you want to be and who you actually are. And what you need to do is you need to be made aware of that. You need to expose all of these things you're subconsciously doing that are making it feel like it's impossible for you to lose weight despite the fact you're trying everything. Because I'm guaranteeing you, you're not trying everything. You just are doing things that are subconsciously sabotaging you without you even consciously realizing it. Because 90% of the time we're just going on autopilot. And so you need to design your environment so that the roads that your body is driving on autopilot don't lead to Fatville and they lead to Fitville. You know what I'm saying? You need to make the subconscious conscious, or you will claim that you're trying everything, right? Once you make the subconscious conscious, you will no longer feel like you're a victim to fate. And so how do we make the things you're doing subconsciously that are sabotaging you conscious in regarding your health and fitness? I would recommend writing down your daily routine. This is what we had Aiden do. He said, I wake up at 5:30, I do shower and skincare, and then he said, I get dressed, I drink an energy drink, and then he scrolls TikTok for an hour before he goes to work, right? Because he was made aware of that, I asked him, well, you got an energy drink, does that have calories in it? Yeah, so automatically not gonna help. So put a minus on that, right? That's not contributing. Shower and skincare, that's just what he has to do, right? Wake up, that's what he has to do. Get dressed, that's what he has to do. Scroll TikTok, that's probably not gonna help him, right? Get in shape, right? He could walk instead of that, right? Drive to work, that's required, right? And then he's done for the day by 6 p.m., right? And then he said, oh, I normally get on the couch, play video games, stuff like that. And I said, well, is that gonna help you? And he said, no. So here's what we'll do instead. We'll unplug your television after you get home. And you'll put a pair of gym shorts there. And then you'll naturally think, oh, I'll do this, right? And then also putting in a journal, because now you found where your time is going. Putting, instead of this, I will do this, right? Setting the intention in place. Instead of scrolling TikTok in the morning, I will walk around the block twice, right? Instead of drinking an energy drink in the morning, I will drink a 0-calorie energy drink in the morning, right? Again, it's all just minute steps. You do not need to quit everything cold turkey and make your life miserable, because that's not sustainable. What is sustainable is small incremental changes that eventually compound and lead you to a place where I am right now. Because again, I'm on the same mountain as you are. I'm just higher on it, on my fitness journey. That's what we need to realize, right? The people who are in better shape are not gifted. They earned it, right? They're not on steroids, some of them are, but even with steroids, these people earned it. They instilled the discipline. And that is why health and fitness is the best journey you can possibly take, because it teaches you so much about life. The 1% that is going to make up 99% of your results is going to be your environmental design. Make the subconscious conscious by plotting out what you do in your day-to-day. On the things that contribute towards you being healthy, put a plus. On the things that don't, put a minus. On the things that have a minus, aim on making it harder to do those things. If you scroll TikTok at the time, just delete it. Delete TikTok. And then if you wanted to go scroll it, you'd have to re-download it. You can still re-download it, right? But there's resistance there, right? You're more inclined to walk around the block if when you wake up and you get dressed, you see a pair of your shoes to walk around the block instead of naturally scrolling TikTok. You'll naturally start to walk around the block. It is all about what is easiest. So make the subconscious conscious through those processes and make it as hard as possible for you to get in shape, as hard as possible for you to get out of shape, and as easy as possible for you to get in shape. We're thinking a conscious, strategic designing of your own environment so that when you are subconsciously acting, right, just going through the motions in your day-to-day like everyone does, you'll naturally do what is the right decision. Make a decision right now that make future decisions about health and fitness harder to make, right? Like not buying soda. You'll naturally drink water because you need to drink something. It really is that simple. And the only thing keeping you from doing it is actually taking action. I'm not going to share with you the other nuances that are important about getting in shape, because if you don't follow these things, it's not going to matter, right? You don't need to know how many calories you have a day if your problem is with systems, right? Systems are the main thing, which is going to be environmental design, meal prepping, stuff like that. If you like what I said in this video, please leave a comment. If you have any extra questions, please leave a comment. If you want me to personally train you and fit a program to your lifestyle, like how I did with Aiden, with a meal plan that actually fit for his acne, so he could still get in shape, knowing that he was getting the right nutrients, knowing he was on the right path, and knowing that it would also support his acne, I'll do the same for you. I will custom design a program for you with daily accountability and texts, just like I did for him. Schedule a call in the description if you're interested, and if you have a suggestion for what you need to know in this video, or you have anything that needs to be cleared up, please leave that in the comments. My mission is to make an impact. My mission is to help as many people as possible get in shape, right? Much love.